Hey folks, Fox here. Eldar Vs Orks 1850. We had the table quarters, and it was Annihilation. I lost the roll and had to go first. So here I deployed. I have my standard list. Few changes here. I've got a Seer Council and on bikes and a few extra things here and there, but not too much different than last time. So we've got shoota boys, and burners in that battle wagon, lootas, boys, and some bikes. I also had some striking scorpions in reserve. Doesn't look like much when they're all in their vehicles. So what I did is I moved my vipers over there, moved my Seer Council up, fortuned. I moved my bikes up; they're good to go. And then I've also have my wave serpents slide to the left. I tried firing on these guys with the plasma rockets, hoping to pin them. Didn't work. Their leadership was just too high. And then, of course, I tried a few shots here and there, but really didn't do anything. You'll notice all my bikes are gone. Yeah, the burn-up boys got to them, which was bad. Lost a lot of points there. The Vipers continued on. I took out one vehicle. It was eventually going to be the big wagon there. Those guys are still kind of just moving up. The Ludas, the fire from them is just crazy. My Scorpions came in on the second turn, which was kind of nice, but all they did was really just act as a distraction and just kind of prolonged my death. So it was just continuing shooting. I lost my Wave Serpent. Another one was immobilized, and then of course the Guardians jumped out and hid in the bush, which actually did very well once we get around there. So boys jumped out, assaulted my Seer Council. I continued to move around the right there, getting stuns and shaking on a lot of my vehicles. Thankfully, those boys missed their roll for getting into combat, but these ones, I lost 3 Warlocks in the shooting and in the assault, but that Warlock and that Farseer lasted a long time. And of course, continued shooting. You'll notice there the poor little guys, those striking scorpions, were overrun by the boys and the bikes. They were just a distraction, really. They didn't really amount to anything. And of course, those guys are just in the other wagon. They jumped out and jumped back in a new one since their old one was broken. So, continuing on, bikes moved up some further, more trucks moving up, wagons still sitting there. And then, of course, the fight kept on going, still fighting off those orcs. Thank goodness for fortune. I lost a Fire Prism, and it was immobilized. Fire Prism was shaken. I lost 2 Vipers to assaults. Those Storm Guardians missed their roll for assaulting in, and those Orcs finished off the last Storm Guardians. There's one kind of sitting there all by himself at the very front without with a blue helmet. Let's see here. So here we're continuing to go. Farseer only has 1 wound, and there are a ton of Orcs around him. This was like the epic battle. Could you just imagine that, like this orcs just going crazy on these 2 little jet bikes kind of just spinning around. So as it continued on, I received another wound on the Farseer, but they're still sticking. I kill like 1 or 2 orcs. I wish those things were power weapons, but oh well. And eventually on turn 5, the Warlock and the Farseer fell, so that was too bad. Bikes continued to move up. Let's see here. Yeah, I just continued to scoot around the edge. Those Guardians were, of course, wiped out from just shooting. Just simply shooting. They weren't even assaulted. I haven't been able to use my Flamers yet. So the game, there was an attempted ram. They came in and assaulted the Wave Serpent. Some more moving out. But overall, we pretty much ended on turn 5. That Fire Prism was finally wrecked. It was 5 kill points to 1. But overall, a fantastic game. I look forward to a few more games in the future. Again, this was practice for the Game Summit tournament. So, with that said, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed the report. I know it was a little quick, but I definitely wanted to make sure I got this posted as soon as possible. So, if you have any questions, comments, post them, and I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest.